Vivek, I will be staying away from keyboard around 6:45 for around 5 minutes.
Thanks a lot for that heads up, Akansha. So, hopefully now we are all live on YouTube. I'll just quickly confirm. Yeah, looks like we are. So, hey everyone, I welcome you all to Layer 5's websites meeting. This is a weekly meeting that happens every Monday, and we talk about all the changes and PRs that you all have in sites repositories. Like you can read in this docs. So we discuss a couple of sites. One of them is Layer 5 IO site, then documentation site for Meshery, then the main site for Meshery, and also Layer 5 docs site. We also discuss about Systent, which is our design system, and any UI UX change. So I'll once again go ahead with dropping this link in chat, so you all have access to the agenda items that we'll be discussing. You are all also welcome to write your name in the attendees. So link to this talks, once again, I'll say that is in chat. Please do take a look at the agenda items. And if you happen to have any, update, you also can mention that in the corresponding section. So we'll be able to cover those. We are little less on agenda as well as on, participant. So we'll be starting with a tradition, and that is if you are joining this call for the very first time, you're a newcomer, you can go ahead and give your intro to the other community members. I see a newcomer on the call. Marvin, is it the first time that you're joining Site's call? If yes, do you mind giving your intro? And this would just be a heads up that if you have any audio or mic issues, you can give your chat in intro in chat as well. So I guess Marvin has some mic issues. Okay, Marvin. So when you get chance, please do make sure that you have introduced yourself in the chat, so everyone will say hi to you. And yep, very welcome to join the call. We'll be starting with some call for volunteers, and the first one would be around Systent. So let's quickly take a look at what this project is about. I will also be dropping the link in chat. So Systent is our own design system, and similar to other design system like MUI and others, we have all of our reusable component assets in one folder named Systent, which resides at this URL. So it's at layer 5 IO organization, and then in the Systent repo. So here you will find all the components that is there right now. I'll be dropping this link. And so all the components that we have in this repo, we want to be documenting them in our site as well. So we have a dedicated section on System components in the site that would be at layer 5 IO / projects and then / System. As you can see, if you go to components, you all will be able to see all the components that have been documented. But yep, there are many which haven't been documented yet. And so these issues are called volunteers for similar kind of items, where you can help documenting those existing System components. And many contributors, some of them are also on call, have been leading this area, like Kaf, Vidit, and Amit as well. So if you are someone who is interested, do comment on such issues. And if you come across an issue which is already assigned to someone else, you also can comment there if they are not making any progress. So we'll be going ahead by reassigning. Let me take a look if I have, yeah, so I've already shared the link to these all of these issues. So we will be then also talking about good first items. So if you're someone who's just getting started out in open source or in the community and would want to work on some straightforward items, good first level issues help you there. So they're pretty beginner friendly in nature to, in order to solve them. So once again, this is something which may be helpful to folks. And for that reason, I'll be dropping this link as well in chat. And this is true for all the projects around the community. You can find good first issues, or so as to say beginner friendly issues by this label. That is literally good first issue, and also help wanted ones. So I have dropped the link in chat. And then this is a specific call for volunteers for someone who has UI UX skills. So we like taking make.com as inspiration, if like there was need of this mock-up for our recognition program. So I'll be quickly showing you our recognition program, which you can find at badges.layer5.io. I'll be dropping this link as well. So whenever community members hit a milestone in the community, as they are contributing, we celebrate and elevate their efforts, and so they receive a couple of badges, a lot of badges. There are a lot of categories too. You can read more about them in detail on this recognition program site that I have. Yep, I have dropped a link in chat. So if we could come up with something similar to what make.com has, and this issue describes the ask, it would just be wonderful. So it also has this open invite to our design files where you will find all the Figma files or the sites and projects. So I'll be dropping this link, and we'll also see if anyone has okay. So I see one of the contributors, Sovik, has expressed his interest. So we will see, and we'll discuss any update from him in maybe next sites call or dev call. But since this is something we discussed in the last newcomers meeting with Taiwo, Taiwo, can I please ask if you have anything to discuss about this, as you were volunteering that you will be working on it? So just for the context for all the others folks on the call, so on newcomers meeting, Taiwo has said that he would be, working on this item, and will also share his update on the sites call that is today. So I'm just wondering if he would want to present his update.
Hi, Vivek.
Hi, Taiwo. So first of all, welcome to the call.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I did say that, but I've not been able to find time for that just yet. So that's fine.
Yeah, so that's totally
so once
fine.
I'm yeah. So once I'm fully set, I would love to share whatever I've done so far.
Wonderful. So like it would be helpful if you could comment, so that we are tracking that you are also someone who is working on this. So in addition to Sovik, you also can work on this item, and so I do recommend that you comment so that we can assign you, right? I think I've already shared this link in chat. So thanks a lot, Taiwo, for that heads up. Then we have just one item, and that is from Vidit, and he has updated some contributing guidelines for assistant. So Vidit, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So let me share my screen. So as Vivek has mentioned that you can contribute to the assistant library documentation, as we have many components, and some of component has been documented. So it is a we have created a like our pages are automatically created. So I have updated the contribution guidelines for it, and as I have a step to recreate how we create the dynamic nature of the page creation for the system documentation page. So under the contribution.md, I have created a title for the contribution to the layer 5 systems documentation. And under this, there are a few guidelines from which we can create the dynamic nature of page creation for the system.
Thanks a lot, Vidit. So this is something similar to what we were taking a look at a couple of minutes ago. And so, like, Vidit, do you mind, walking folks through one of your PR that added assistant component documentation? So that way it would be much helpful to others who might be interested into contributing to this particular area.
Yeah. So as Vivek has mentioned, like I can share my PR that I have successfully merged a few weeks ago. So let me see. It will be in under the assistant. So as a reference, we can take assistant card component. It is successfully merged by the Anand Theta, and we can go through the file changes. So firstly, we have to create a component for the documentation, which will be under the section project slash system component, where we can create the component, the documentation under the cart directory. So there will be three sections. One is the index.js, where the main content of the main descriptive content of the component will be live, and there will be code section where the code examples of the component will be. Like let's suppose
I guess Vidit is also suffering from, unstable bandwidth today, just like me. So it will load.
so index.js overview of the popper component, like here. So whatever we mention in under the dat directory, it will be populated here. So there will be the overview of the whole component with the basic example, styling, position, etc. Under the guidance, where we will be providing the styling guidance for the component, like positioning, like different props that we can pass through the given component, or styling, accessibility, any performance tip, like where we can improve the performance of this component. And under the code section, where we will be providing like different code examples, just like here for the basic Popper, we can provide a code example here, and yeah, we can see how the in the action component will be look like. And there will be a different for this component. There is a top start. Yeah, that's it. And this pages under the card section will be automatically created. You don't have to manually put your component or insert your component into the page directly. So this PR actually fixes that.
Thanks a lot, Vidit. So hopefully this will be helpful to folks, who may be wanting to dig deeper into systems. So if you could once go back to your main update.
Yeah.
So this is under contributing.md, right? This change.
Yeah, this is under the contribution.md.
Awesome. If we also could, since this is a work in progress, if we could have some note about this contributing guideline in somewhere insistent section on site, that would also be helpful to folks, right? Like, what's your thoughts in this on this?
It's just a card here, like work in progress.
Not the work in progress, but a link that would basically tell folks about this particular contributing guideline, because it's pretty like time saving. It saves you some manual effort. Everything will be doing everything automatically. So if for those folks who maybe for the contributing to the community for the very first time and are doing it manually and are not aware of this particular guideline, so it's possible that they miss this step in contributing.md. So if we have it somewhere simply as a note too in system section on site, that would be, I guess, helpful, and will be giving it a little more visibility. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. It will be more effective.
But like, this is such a great work, and I will be asking for feedback from all the folks on the call. So we'll wait for 10 seconds. And so if you have any idea or thoughts around this, now is the time to sound off. Vidit, can you also please, put the link in chat?
Sure.
So thanks a lot, Vidit, for your updates. Do you have anything, anything else to share, or this
No,
was the
not
one?
this was from my side.
Thank you, Vidit, for your updates. We'll be moving on to the next site, and we have a couple of, again, call for volunteers or something that you can work on. And first off, these items would be this playground learning paths creation. So I'll be quickly sharing this link in chat. And we'll say that this is about suggesting tutorials title, like in topics. So a couple of them are already published that you can access at this link. So basically, you will have to navigate to Mishri's documentation, and there in guides and tutorials in the left sidebar, under tutorials, you can find all the published, tutorials. So if you have any topic in mind that, potentially we could have here, you go ahead and suggest that in the comments. So you will find the link in chat. And since Sangram is on the call, and I think last time also I mentioned, but I think Sangram has to leave the call before I could finish. So Sangram, whenever you get time and, you can take a look, if you could also add some more topics, as a suggestion, so that would be helpful.
Yeah, sure. I might have missed it in the last call. I will take a look. By the way, there was one tutorial on PHP guestbook or something that kind of had a what do you call it? It kind of became stale, and I think there is a new PR for it. I think Ankita is working on it, so I've left some comments on it. I'm not sure if that's part of this or that's a separate. Yeah, the PHP application, right? There was one tutorial PHP application.
Yeah, this one is open.
Yeah. So this one.
Yep, looks like there is a PR from Ankita, and so.
So I've sent some. I've left some feedback on it. There also seems to be a merge conflict because there's another PR which is stale now, which was being worked upon by someone else. But anyways, so I'm trying to catch up on this. I'll try to add some more possible tutorials that would be good once I have a bit of breather this week.
Yeah. So that would be such a help. Thanks a lot, Sangram.
Yeah, and are we discussing this PR on this call today?
So we are likely to skip it right now. So the one from Ankita, right?
Yes.
So if you have,
I think
so I see you have left some comments, but yep, if you would want to, leave some feedback that she can refer to when she's back and can take a look at this video. So yeah, please go ahead. If you
No, we're good. You can move on with whatever, I've already left them in the comments. They're clear enough. So it'll be okay.
Okay. Perfectly fine. All right. So yes, once again, folks, if you want to take a look at these issues, the link is in chat. And next item is from Ankita, but we are missing her on the call. But I'll be quickly sharing the PR. And so we have a couple of metrics, that we track, a couple of statistics about the projects, adapters, and also test. So this one, this table that you see is tracking the relationship test results that we are having. So Ankita has helped documenting it on the site. And so if this is something you would want to take a look, please go ahead. Link for that would be in chat. You also can, offer your feedback. So that would be helpful for her to, make changes too. And next one, once again, would be, a set of call for volunteers. And the first one would be about publishing catalog content into Meshri.io catalog. And so once again, since we, covered this item in site's call, I'll be skipping it. but I'll be dropping the link in chat. You will find all the related, descriptions in the issue. So that's why I'm skipping to, describe it in detail. And another one would be adding templates. So when you are like visiting any tool, it might have some getting started template that you can start from, so that you just don't have to be, creating everything from scratch. And so in that effort, we have a couple of templates that you can help us curate. You also can take as an inspiration the older ones, like the past templates that were contributed by the contributors. So yeah, if this is something you want to work on, the link is in chat, and also you can reach out to Ankita through public Slack channels, just in case you need any more detail about it. And you, by the way, also can explore these templates at the link that I'm sharing in chat. And that would be canvas.new. So the link once again in chat. So it looks like that is it on the docs. Again, once again, we are a little low on agenda items. So I'll be asking if anyone on the call has any, update on documentation site. If not, so we'll be moving on to the main site of Meshi project. All right, so now the time would be for Akansha to share updates around web accessibility and also adding validation to the community newsletter form. So Akansha, like, are you all set to share this update? You can share your screen and walk us through the changes that you have done.
Yeah, sure. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So currently, the accessibility score was 77, and we have improved it to 86 till now. The blocker which I'm facing currently is that there's one issue that the background and foreground colors do not have sufficient contrast ratio. This means the background color for the buttons which we have and the text color, which is white, do not have sufficient contrast, which might trouble people having visual disabilities or any uh, like low eyesight or any problem related to vision. If we go to the color contrast checker and put the color here, it says this are some standards, web accessibility standards, AA, AAA, and for both of them, in case of small and large tests, they are failing. So I'm gonna ping in the UX channel for getting a better color, because this is something which we cannot change on our own, and we need their inputs for this. So apart from this, if this is fixed, our accessibility will be improved phenomenally. And if we see, most of the text buttons are having that issue. So I'm waiting on that. I'll draft a message there and ping them. So yeah, this was it for my accessibility MR, which is this. Apart
Awesome.
from,
So
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so before we move on to the next update of yours, let's gather some feedback and also some pointers. So you showed the score on the local host. So if you have the PR up, you also can take a look at the deploy preview and can open the Lighthouse tool. So have you tried that, if the score is the same as the one in your local host? If you
Just a
scroll up.
second more time. I haven't checked that. Okay, the bot will be sending it, right? Yes.
Yeah, the deploy preview, yeah. So just to be sure that we have the same score in the local host and as well as in the preview. If it's not, it would be good to be aware about. And in the meantime, yep, about the color that you mentioned, this is such a great point. And at some point in the past, we had discussions around that, but we had, chosen to stick with the green color as since that has represented the project for such a long time. But yeah, as you said, it would be wonderful to be, getting everyone's perspective on that. So as you would be drafting that message in UX channel, all can, think and, give their thoughts.
Yes, because that will improve the accessibility by a huge gap. So, but let's see what they suggest. I'm sorry, I didn't check this earlier, but
No issue.
Oh.
So, okay, yeah. So you are like perfectly matching. So it was 86 there too, right?
that
Akansha, like I'm afraid if you are no longer audible.
Yeah, it is 86 there as well. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yeah, you are now.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Since we had some similar PR in past, one of the contributors, they were working really hard, and since these scores were, not matching in the local host and as in the deploy preview, so I just thought, let's take a look. But this is great work. If you don't mind, can you please share the link in chat, the PR link?
Yeah, sure. I'll definitely check both the local host and deployed app score in future before making the MR PR review ready.
Wonderful.
I'll just quickly share the So here we go. And yeah, hopefully I will be having updates on this MR by our next weekly website call. And this is my MR for fixing the validation for the first name and last name in the community newsletter form. If we go to the changes, this is a small fix. This is still in draft mode because there's some styling issue which I need to send a fix for. I haven't done much. What we were currently doing were like we were getting the form ID and were directly submitting it, and were just having the validations provided by the HTML which are required. So what was happening here was it was accepting special character, like only special characters, like even if we don't use any alphabets or like anything and just enter special characters, it was getting accepted, which is not correct. So what I did, I just like this is draft MR. I just added to span elements under the input and added a script which will work on the submit event. As soon as the form is submitted, what we will be doing is that fetching the span error element and putting appropriate text there. Once user starts editing it, we will be removing the error message for that specific field. So this is what I'm thinking to implement, but I'm open for suggestions if the team is having anything.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks a lot for adding this validation. So this really is a good way to be making sure that we are only getting authenticated requests. But the issue is since we just were taking a look at the web accessibility. So since like we are replacing the input from a span, have you checked whether or not that would be something which is in reverse direction? Like we are not accounting for a better accessibility.
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Is it related to sanitizing the input or
Yeah. So we are replacing the input element from a span, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So as it helps some screen readers or, I mean, from a web accessibility point of view, how much web accessibility friendly it is. Have you checked that out?
Yes, I will. When I'll make the MR ready, I will be putting the required ARIA labels, which will help the screen readers to read out loud. For the
Okay, so
they will be
can
able
we
to
not
understand.
can we not just use the input element as it is? Like we can pass that value to the script that you're using. Is that not possible?
Like you mean that instead of not using span, we should be using input.
Yeah, so can we not play around with the value, passing its value in the script that you have? So so that way we would not need to be, replacing input from, with the span.
No, we are not replacing input from the span. We will just be this will be as it is and just adding a extra text there. For normally, in the general workflow, this will stay empty and the visibility will be none. And once there's error, we will be showing up the red text there.
Okay, yeah. I may be missing something here. So you have NC responses.
Show you the deployed.
If you don't mind, if you could go to the file change once again.
Yeah, sure.
And we have two view of the changes that are made. So my apology if I'm, not interpreting it correctly. But if you once click on that gear icon, the jump to and then settings icon that is there, just on the top. Yeah.
Okay, here, the expand one.
No, where it says jump to, and to the right of that there is a gear icon.
Yes,
Or
yes.
if you choose split and then apply and reload. Yeah, it makes sense now. So basically, you are not replacing the input one with okay.
No,
Yeah, so
because
my
that
bad.
will,
I was.
yeah, no problem. Because that will may confuse the user. So, and it's not a good practice to replace the input which they have put
Yeah,
in.
totally. So this was a miss on my part. So thanks a lot for clarifying. And yeah, this is great. Let's get feedback on this one from others on the call. So anyone, if you have any suggestions or ideas, you can, search them now. Link to this PR is also in chat. So once again, if you want to take a look, you can go and do that.
Hi,
Taiwo.
yes, just want to ask a question. The network was not really good, so but I want to ask, are we checking for the length of the name and the last name?
No, we are just checking if the input is alphabets.
I didn't
We are
get
not
that.
anything on the length.
Okay, so basically there's no checking of the length of the name.
No.
Oh, okay.
But
Just wanna,
if the team suggests to put a length requirement, then what it should be?
usually I would say probably just three, minimum of three characters. But I don't know, it could be less, but usually just 3 characters. I think that's the minimum of characters. But otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah, so this is a really great point. And yep, so if someone is just submitting just a name with just one character, so I don't know, it could be possible that someone has name with just one character or 2 character, but once again, I think we will benefit from a extended discussion on this. So either Taiwo or Akansha, can you please drop in this message in the website channel?
Yeah, sure.
And also other folks on the call, what do you think about this constraint? So should we have a restriction on at least this much character, or should we not? To me, like I think there should be some at least character on the first name. But once again, like it could be possible that someone has a name, or they could be also submitting their nickname in there. But Akansha, if you could send this message to the website channel whenever you have time, so we can get feedback from others as well.
Yeah, sure. I feel the same, that we should be having some restriction, but again, it's a team decision. Thank you so much, Taiwo,
Yeah.
for your great suggestion. Thank you.
Indeed. Thanks a lot, Taiwo. So thank you, Akansha. Do you have any other updates?
No.
So thanks a lot. These were such a great updates coming from you, the two. We will now be moving forward. And this is an item which has not been completed yet. So this is a pending item. But I'll basically simply once take you through what's the ask. Yeah, so as we all can visualize various designs published by contributors and from the community on this page, like in the catalog page, we are also wanting to have models in here. So what are models? If I just go to that page. Yeah, so this is an example of a Mesri model. So it has a couple of attributes that you can take a look, but instead of having its own single dedicated pages, we want to have it appear in the catalog itself. And basically all the technology that you see in these designs, they are example of a Mesri model. And so first of all, there is some metadata that is required to be present in this site that we're talking about, and then about the formatting of this, basically the backend and front end, as we can talk about it. So, but yeah, both of these are pending right now, and it's something that needs to be worked on. But I don't have any update yet. So if you're someone who would want to know more about it, you can reach out to me in Slack, and then we can talk about it if you want to work on this. All right, then we'll be moving on to the next site, and we have just one update, and that is from me. So I'll be quickly demonstrating that. So this is documentation site for Layer 5 community and like the project. Not the community, it's very specific to just the two of the projects, that is Cloud and Canvas. So I'll be dropping this link in chat. It's a Hugo site. So if you're someone, who has made any projects or, has experience with Hugo, you will find its code in the footer of the site. You can go to the repo and can take a look at all the code that we have. It has two sections right now, like the Cloud and Canvas, and the other one would be the video. So it would be here like / then videos. We are lacking at that section, but this PR tries to add that. So let me quickly drop this link in chat, and then I'll be opening the deploy preview. Hopefully it is there. So we are at the site, like the preview of the PR. And we'll be navigating to the video section. So on the very first page of the videos, as per the discussion, it was agreed that we would just be having categories. So videos could be, just getting started ones, or intermediate ones, and advanced videos. The categories wouldn't be, exactly like these, like advanced videos, intermediate videos, but just something to be having as a placeholder. I have put it in. We can, whenever we want, we can change these around. So maybe the intermediate videos would be how, like, working with comments or something related to, designs. But for now, these are the, I'm the top level category. And then, so this is one of the pages. And then if you move on to one of the categories, like, getting started videos. So then all the videos that are available, they will be coming up like this one. If there are multiple of multiple videos as there would be in a particular category, they would be appearing something like this. So there may be some styling changes needed, and you may be having all kind of suggestions. For that, I would once again request to drop in your thoughts in the GitHub issue, and we will be taking up the feedback just now. But let me complete it. So this is a categories page where all the videos item that are available, they will be appearing like this. And now if you want to take a look at the individual video, you will be clicking. So the way YouTube shortcode works, it may be apparent to people that as you click, it will be playing, but that's not the case. As you click on it, it will be taking you to its dedicated page, where I have decided to just have this video, and then we can modify this page however we want. So we can have some metadata about it, description, title, tags, and categories. But these were the 3 different pages that we basically I have till now in the PR. So I'll be open to any feedback or suggestions that you may be having. And once again, like these videos and titles, they may not be making sense because I have been using them just as a placeholder. So hopefully they will not be making it to the live, into the project. Basically, I mean to say that they will not be merged. We will need to be coming up with some content that's really related. So it definitely will not be local video one. But yeah, this is also something. So we could be having videos that are on YouTube, and if we are just using that embedded iframe, or it could also be possible that we have videos in the site itself, and we are trying to demo. I mean, we are just trying to show that. So this is an example of that. So yep, it also supports videos and local videos. So any thoughts or feedback on this? I'll be getting this link and I'll be dropping that in chat. Once this is merged, I'll also be creating one issue if I don't get to work on it, and that is in smaller screen, there is no 2 column layout. If I quickly switch to mobile view. Yep. But ideally, we should be having 2 column layout, right? When we are in a smaller width, and like we have some space left, but we are missing that right now. So that was pretty much about this update. I'll be stopping for 10 seconds, and if no one has no feedback, we'll be moving on. All right. So it looks like that is it. If we are talking about agenda items, I will once again drop this meeting minutes in chat. So if you missed marking your attendance, please do write your name in the attendees. And yeah, now I would be asking if we have any item that anyone on the call wants to share. If not, then we'll end the call. But yep, let's wait for 10 seconds if anyone has anything that's urgent to share and would want to go next. All right, looks like there's yeah, please go ahead, Akansha.
Hello, Vivek. I'm pasting a link issue in chat. Could you please look into this? This is an issue which I created to add make clean command to the make file. It's like when we initially start with installing the repo locally. If the command goes wrong, we end up making too many changes which we manually need to remove. By adding this command, we will be just removing it with this. This is a small improvement.
Yeah, so I totally get the point. Do you mind being specific to what are the file changes that we're talking about? So what additional things that that needs to be cleaned up?
Suppose like if initially when we do bundle install, like make site, instead of make site, if we run bundle install, we make changes in the there are many gem files and many different things. When I was trying this thing on my one laptop, it was not setting up due to some dependency issues. There I saw that there were many files which were getting installed and made, but at the end it was not getting set up. If you want clarity, I'll just make the issue more descriptive, because as of now, I'm not having the screenshot. So,
Okay.
but yeah, surely
Okay,
I'll
so
just make it more descriptive.
okay, so so first of all, let's talk about this command that is there, and that is make site. So
Yeah.
it installs and then it also spins up the Jekyll server, but it also then creates a underscore site directory, and that's something like if you are directly making changes to that, it will not be reflecting, but that's not something relevant to our discussion. But yeah, if you have ran the make site command and it didn't result in a successful build, still if it's creating that underscore site directory, next time when you create, it helps in caching. So I don't think we would be needing to clean up that underscore site directory, but for others, so basically this command make site, if it's basically doing bundle install only, but yeah, once more additional thing, and that is building the site. So if you are choosing to do bundle install, it's then too, like, it should be downloading those gem files and creating those gem files.log. So I don't think if someone is choosing to be using this bundle install command, we need to do some cleanup, because next time you would run make site, it will be accounting for that. So just like you have package.json and you do npmi, I think this is something similar to that. And so I don't think there would be more cleanup needed if you have already installed bundle, if you have already executed bundle install. So, I mean, it should be automatically, doing changes and correcting things.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
that would be really helpful if you could describe the files that you were referencing, so we can once again take a look.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Akansha. So we still have 8 minutes left, so we will once again wait for 10 seconds. If you have any item that you want to share, this is the time. In the meantime, I'll be quickly sharing community calendar so that you can find. Let me go to this page. And then in community, hopefully we will have. Yeah, so just like this call, that is held weekly on Mondays. We have dev call that is held on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we have weekly newcomers and bi-weekly CNCF tag network and build and release meeting. One of the committee members who is also on the call and is a CI maintainer, Sangram, hosts that call, and we talk about everything related to CI/CD pipelines and automations. So if that is something that fancies you can join that call as well. So you don't need to be worrying about the timings and when it will start. You simply can subscribe to the calendar. So I'll be dropping this link in chat. Okay, I have already done that. So yep. So, and you also can get the access to meeting minutes and other stuff that you can read about on this page. Also, any calls that we are having, we live stream them all, and that you can catch up with on our YouTube channel. So I'll also be going ahead by sharing the link to YouTube. So yes, you can catch up to any of the past recorded sessions of such calls also. With that, I'll say once again, thanks to you all to be joining this call and sharing your updates and also offering feedback. I will see you next Monday. Till then, once again, thank you for joining and bye.